All right, so today is February 15th, 2022. Um, I traded today on two accounts, my personal account and also on my Apex account. Sadly, I've had to reset it. I made a very, very, very big blunder. Was it last week or the week before? And yeah, let's just say that I qualified and I just was supposed to well, didn't qualify, but I was supposed to take. I hit the profit target, but was supposed to just trade for a few more days. And on the second to last day, I took a bad trade and got emotional. And yeah, let's just say the cards started tumbling down, and it just messed me up, and I forgot completely what the hell I was doing, and as a result, um, lost the account. So I started all over again, and this time decided to try to trade it slowly, properly, and it was very, very tough. I'm going through a very, very tough time as far as being patient and waiting for trades, and I wonder if some of it has to do with my current mindset, which I'm going to talk about in this recap. Um, Even right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm looking at this and I'm seeing all sorts of things in here that's kind of making me go, oh, I should take this, but I have no real direct plan of taking any trades, and yeah, I'm just gonna sit back. Um, like I said, I traded my Apex account, did well with that, and then traded my own account. Was making mistakes because I was switching between two accounts here, and I wasn't. I should have just put this on a separate screen for my account, and I was buying the wrong contracts and making gains and losses, which was just not cool. Made a lot of money on my account and then lost it in this region over here because I was just not. I wasn't focused. I was really not focused. Um, so what I did was I got my iPad and today decided to write down some notes. In fact, let me just make it larger so you can see. Decided to write some notes on how I should have traded today, and then just look. I mean, it's easy to look in hindsight at what the market is doing. I mean, it's a bit messy, but it's easy to look in hindsight what the market is doing now. But at the time, it was very, very difficult. So I'm going to talk about those things right now. Um, I was trying to figure out what was going on over here. Started taking stupid random trades here based on. In fact, let's use the Globex chart. This is MNQ. Based on what I saw was happening. Don't need this anymore. What I saw was happening on the on this chart. So my first trade of the day was, I think, a short down here, and actually, you know what? Let me see if I can do this. Data and plot markers only. No, it's not showing it. Oh, did I trade the MES then? Before the open? No, maybe it was the NQ or the MNQ before the open. No, maybe it was the NQ then. I doubt it was the NQ because I wouldn't know. I don't normally trade the NQ before the open. No, I didn't. Oh, it's just not. It's not showing up for some weird reason. Anyway, so that's a really good short there. But I where is it now? Let's start with the ES. Yeah, so basically I know why, because I reset the account. I was doing some really bad trades. Yeah, so yeah, it was really bad. And a lot of it has to do with, I don't know. In the past, it used to be really simple, or should I say, I would find looking for setups like this pretty straightforward. But now I'm finding that I'm struggling. I'm rushing to take trades in this area when I really ought to wait for this so I can, work this out and just take some really good trades on that, or even work for this uh, and instead I'm now just not patient. um, I think a lot of it has to do with where I am currently. The fact that I can't trade every single day makes it difficult to focus. So I need to work on that. All right, so this is what was happening. We had this massive bull. If we look at, in fact, this chart says everything. We had this nice downtrend, and then we just bull breakout, which is this, and then we now had a spike pullback and channel, which is essentially what's happened today. We actually went sideways, but on the NQ, we had a nice, uh, rising spike pullback and channel. In fact, as I see this now, I can see the NQ is showing better, easier to read price action. As you can see, nice bull breakout, pullback, bull breakout, but then coming back down, wedge top, possibly failing. Anyway, so at the open, I saw, before the market opened, I saw that we had made this beautiful wedge top over here, and therefore we started coming down. And I believe I may have gone long here, got out there, from this wedge bottom, or did I go short? I do not remember, but I know I took a trade over here and made some really good money. Um, and if anything, that was a quarter of my daily goal, um, or should I say half of my daily goal actually. And then I don't know, for some reason I think I took a trade over here and then took another trade here and really was messing up. And one of the things now I need to always remember is when you have this nice bear breakout, you're probably going to get a second leg down from this, and you have this big bull response, you've established that you have buyers over here. So therefore, when price comes over here, you should look for a double bottom, buy above a bull bar, put your stop below, and aim for maybe 1 to 1 or 2 to 1. Um, and that's really, really what I ought to have done. This would have been a beautiful long, aiming for that, you know, and yeah, just taking it, trading as I should have. But instead, I was, just scalping the bars. And a lot of it, I think, has to do with the fact that I'm trading with an amount that I'm not comfortable trading, um, which is a shame because um, I think I need to be very realistic about how much I want to trade with, because that way I can take better trades. All right, so if we look and break down the market as we have, I've already done so on a different, but I just noticed some things. All right, so we had this big massive bull bar and then a doji. I don't know why I went and I bought the top. It was a stupid trade, but anyway, bought the top for some stupid reason. Anyway, I got out for break even because I bought again in between. It came back up and I got out. But anyway, you have this bull bar, so you've established that you have some really strong buyers here, and then you have maybe a possible wedge top over here. Nice bear breakout, pull back, another one, pull back, and you have a probably possible wedge down here if you really look at it. And then you're now getting wicks, 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 wicks. So you're telling me that there are buyers over here. So this is a credible double bottom over here. Possibly really good if you can go long above this bull bar. It's not really a good single bar, but at least you know that the buyers have pushed it down here, pushed up, and therefore you can go higher. First pullback, second, this is not really okay, second pullback, third. I mean, Al has his wedge from here to here. I just know that it's such a tight channel, it's probably not a high probability short, so therefore not a good sell. But Al has this. I actually did this in Thinkorswim, but I don't know, I have a feeling, because if you think about it, this is the first attempt up. This is not really a pullback, this is the first pullback. So one pullback, two pullback, three, or yeah, so one pullback, two pullback, three. So yeah, this is correct the way Al has written it. But at the time, it's difficult to see it that way because you don't see this as a pullback, you see it as a pause, but then sometimes you regard it as a pullback. But again, it's a breakout of this trading range. And maybe this channel is here, so you have this, But whatever the case is, you could have been stopped at and gone in again. So you have one pullback, two, or something like that. But I noticed, first thing I noticed was price bounced off the moving average. You should expect a second leg up after this very strong rally. Um, Maybe this is the second leg, or maybe this is the second leg. You have buyers over here. So therefore it's credible to go short here, probably exit above a bull bar. So you might just take a small loss for it. If you want, you can exit here, which is probably what I would have done. Um, just gone for the moving average. And then if you had held short, you would have not been stopped out. You have a nice double top over here. But if we look at each bar, we have a nice bull breakout and then nice rejection. Didn't go above this high. Bear bar, pullback, bear bar again, and a nice pullback over here. Did not go above this high. Broke this high. Probably call it a wedge if you want. Um, this is a really good short here, which I did take, or I think I took this one. But you know, second attempt, you can see they're buying off the moving average, but not breaking low of day or high of day. I remember saying to my friends, it seems like we're forming a triangle. Actually, let me see if I have the discussion, just to kind of remind myself of what we said. Oh, here we go. So yeah, I remember saying to them, it looks like we're forming a triangle, and it did look like a triangle. This was on NQ, by the way. So you had the moving average holding up price, and at the same time you had the resistance at the top holding it down, and at some point we're going to get a breakout. So when you look at it over here, you actually have, oh no, I think that's the ES. That is the ES. You have a similar thing here. That is pretty much what's going on. A nice triangle forming, because we can't seem to break the highs. Another thing, again, if you notice, we also have a wedge here. 1, pullback, 2, pullback, 3. I saw this from Al's notes as well. But again, a triangle is a pattern that has 3 legs and 2, well, 5 legs, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the breakout. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Don't know if you say 3 there, but the point is, you have a breakout in one direction, and you can say 1, 2, 3. So this is a triangle. I wonder if I'll put a triangle in his notes. I don't remember seeing it. Well, he didn't. Just looking at his notes now. So we have a triangle here. Nice bear breakout on the moving average, and I was very convinced about this short only because we test the moving average here. We're testing again, and it's a triangle. So breakout mode. We've held this high, and buyers are pushing. So we push this down. This is also a wedge top as well. Double top here is one of the common patterns you get for trading. One of the common patterns you get for trading get big, huge gap ups. Alright, so we have this wedge top, or even double bottom if you want, double top if you want to call it, and now a bear leg for this trading range, and then we now have a wedge bottom. I actually started the line from here, but you could also take it from here if you want. I'll just mark that. Took it long here. Actually got in really early. I got out most of my position over here, and then just one last contract over here. This was a really good trade. Did not do this on my Apex account because it would have been cool. I feel like I wish I did, because the risk is also pretty small. You only have, well, I'm only risking 4 or 5 points here, which I think for the potential reward is beautiful. So even if I took a small trade of, I don't know, 100, 200 bucks, potentially the reward of possibly, I mean, this is what, 2, 4, 6, yeah, so possibly 600, 700 bucks would have been cool. And these are the kind of trades I should need to look for. So it's a nice bounce off this moving average, and you can see it got tested a lot. All right, so we had 3 legs up, 1 pullback, 2 pullback, 3, and then nice rejection, but got bought off the moving average. So chances are we're probably going a bit higher for a measured move. Oh god. Oh, wrong tool. We didn't actually achieve the measured move target today. but at least that would have been the target. Um, and then you just see we actually created another wedge top over here. 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful short over here, or even here. And then have another wedge bottom. 1, pull back 2, no, 1, pull back 2, pull back 3. Testing it, making a higher low, but we are inside this trading range. And then going long above a bull bar. Oh, excuse me. Going long above a bull bar, we could have caught this leg up. One thing I didn't know, or I have noticed, is I don't need to take trades in this region. Just look for trades here and trades here. This would have been difficult, but you can short here with your stop up here. You might have been stopped out, yep, but at least you can get out if it's not working out. So what did I learn today? I took pretty much the same trades on the NQ, but what I learned today, one is patience. One has to be very patient in how they conduct themselves, and you don't have to take all the trades you can find. Sometimes you just have to sit back and wait for a really good one. So I'm probably not going to have the opportunity to trade tomorrow, but at least if I do get the opportunity, I'm going to sit down and just figure out my entries and exits and just not worry so much about what is going on because I'm already in. That makes sense. All right.